G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to another career mode video. My name is the MasterBucks, aka the most incompetent manager on the planet. I'm back, it's another career mode video and another trying to get fired career mode video. We've done a couple of these previously, one I did with Bayern Munich and the other one I did most recently with Manchester City. I got sacked reasonably quick in that one, but I can definitely do a little bit better and I plan on doing that in this video. We have taken over PSG, of course, the biggest club in France, bar none at the current moment. We have finally discovered the surefire way to be sacked in career mode, and that is just to forfeit every game until you do inevitably get sacked. It does take around about 4 games forfeited in a row to get the sack, so I've tried to take a look and see what club plays 4 games the fastest out of all teams in career mode. And I have discovered that those 2 teams are actually PSG and Monaco, because of course they've got their 3 friendly games and then they play in the Trophy des Champions. That's a cup game that's played in July, one of the earliest games that a club can play, apart from of course the friendlies. But I don't just want to break my own record for how fast I've been sacked in career mode, I actually want to take it a step further. I want to see just how many times I can be sacked in one season. I've never tried and never attempted anything quite like this. I mean, if you think about it, you have to forfeit 4 games to be sacked. How many games can you fit in and how many times can you be sacked in a single season? I'm excited to find out, because it could crack over into the double digits. It'll also be pretty interesting to see just how far down the pecking order I fall. I could go from managing PSG in one season to bloody managing Accrington Stanley. But anyway, I'll stop yakking on. We'll get into the grind of forfeiting all these games. Literally, I'm going to forfeit every single game for an entire season. And we could be looking at a potential 40, maybe not 40, but a little over 40 games in a season, depending on the teams that I go to. It's going to be, I don't know. I reckon we might end up being sacked by about 10 or so clubs. And now the final game of 4 that we have to forfeit, the Trophy des Champions, is gone. There's a real good chance I'm going to get sacked before August. I will be sacked in July, the first month of career mode. Surely it's going to be done! The 31st of July. Unbelievable, extraordinary. I did not think it would be possible to get the sack in July, but we have broken the record. And honestly, this is probably it. This is probably the earliest that anyone can get sacked in career mode, right here. Unless there's a game that's earlier than that, then there you go. That is the earliest, the absolute earliest that you can get sacked in career mode. Well then, that's one managerial job down the toilet. Now let's keep on keeping on. Now I've got quite a fair few offers here, especially from within France, but there are also a couple of others from, like, you've got Spain here, Huddersfield from the Premier League, and I think Freiburg from the Bundesliga. I think I'm going to do Huddersfield though. I want to go and locate in England, because if I get sacked with Huddersfield and I get maybe a couple of offers for championship teams, League 1, League 2 teams, they have quite a fair few league games. So I think I'll be able to get even more teams. I might be able to get sacked with more teams if I go to England. That's what I think. This is the goal. How many teams can hire me and fire me in a single season? This is what we're going for. And like I said, I'll be disappointed with anything less than double digits. So then, Huddersfield is the second team that we've gone to, and this is the calendar, taking a look at the fixtures that we've got. If it's 4 games that it takes to get sacked for forfeiting 4 games in a row, then it looks like I'll be getting the sack around the 12th or the 13th of September, so long as there are no cup games that come up, and I'm sure that they will. But anyway, we now get into the grind of things. I'm just going to advance. I'm not going to show you every single time I forfeit a game, because otherwise this video could go for literally hours. I mean, yeah, sure, the YouTube CPM is going to be banging if I do that, but it won't make for the best content. And boom, that's termination number 2 for the season, and we're only in September. We have been fired on, the 13th of September. And we continue to fall down the pecking order from PSG, one of the biggest clubs in the world, to freaking Huddersfield. And now it looks like it's only championship teams at the moment. There's a Burton Albion away joke in here somewhere, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. Let's just go to Burton Albion and, I don't know, enjoy it. I'm going to stop. So it looks like Burton Albion's next 4 games only occur over the next 2.5 weeks, which is great. We'll be sacked probably about as early as October 1st, October 2nd, and yeah, that'll be sweet. So another 4 games have passed, and I think October the 2nd, that's the date. Our 3rd sacking, and it isn't even, oh man, it's just, yeah, it's crazy. And we've reached the point now where we don't even have options. We've only got one club that we can possibly go to, and it's going to be Gillingham in League 1. Is it Gillingham or Gillingham? Because, I really don't care. Interestingly enough, this League 1 side is going to be paying me nearly double what I was getting at Burton Albion, a championship side. Okay, not sure what's going on there, but cool. I'm really hoping that either Forest Green Rovers or maybe Portsmouth will potentially give us a shot at some point this season, but again, if they're wise, they will not. And we've been here before. This is sacking number 4. This time, Gillingham have let us go on the 19th of October. I'm interested to see where this journey of sackings is taking us, because we've started so highly at PSG and now we've fallen all the way to League 2. We've got Crewe Alexandria, Morecambe's one as well, Stevenage as well, Accrington Stanley. I said we'd go there, wouldn't I? I said I'd end up there, wouldn't I? If Accrington Stanley's available, then yeah, we're going there. The next few games Accrington Stanley have, Crewe Alexandria, one of the clubs I think we could have potentially gone to as well. That was one of them, wasn't it? Barnet there as well. And then 2 cup games back-to-back, an FA Cup and a Checker Trade Trophy game. So, about the 8th or 9th of November, they're relatively close. I'd say about 3 weeks or so apart. And surely at this point, the clubs know what they're getting themselves into by hiring me as a manager. Like, I'm so shocked that I even had options as to what club I wanted to go to. 4 more forfeited, and this will be number 5, another termination. It is on the 9th of November. And this time we do get absolutely no options with where to go to. It is only Crewe Alexandria. Since they're the only ones on the table, then yes, we are going to take the offer. But I just wonder if we're ever going to get thrown into a situation where we have to leave England, where we have to go to some other random country because it's just even League 2 we aren't able to. I don't know. I wonder if we're going to end up going anywhere else in Europe, or maybe go to the Americas, Asia, anywhere. Or are we going to have to go through like literally every single League 2 side before we finally have to go overseas again? We got 2 games coming up against Lincoln City, one in the Cup and one in the League. Forest Green Rovers again, and then Morecambe, which means we'll probably get sacked around 22nd, 23rd. And it is number 6, terminated for the 6th time this season. It's still November, despite having an 82 manager rating. So, yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't gone down any more than it has. And again, it's just we're bouncing around League 2, I would imagine, for the entirety of this video, or for the remainder of it anyway. Morecambe, we are finally going to. I doubt maybe we could squeeze in one more sacking before the new year. I doubt that. I mean, it's probably going to be this one with Morecambe around the 17th or 18th. And then, I mean, they've got 3 games here. I doubt we're going to find any team that's got 4 games in the last 2 or bit weeks. So, yeah, probably this will be the last time we get sacked in 2017. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a pretty interesting development with this whole little experiment of mine. It appears we've gone too hard on the old FIFA 18. The game has completely frozen, and I imagine it will crash almost imminently. As a matter of fact, yep, there you go. Well, shit, I hope that means we haven't lost because I was not, maybe a bit of a rookie error here. I wasn't saving throughout the whole time, so I'm hoping that there's an auto save in there somewhere. Okay, we were able to reload it, and thankfully we've been sacked yet again. Terminated by Morecambe on the 18th of December. So, sacked for the 7th time, who do you think has offered me a job now? Crewe Alexandria, again, I swear, what is happening? I'm sure it's happened at some point in the world. As a matter of fact, I think I can recall 1 or 2 occasions, but has a club ever sacked their manager and then come crawling back to them in the same season? I'm sure it's happened. I'm 100% confident it has happened, but come on, Crewe Alexandria. You just sacked me a couple of weeks ago, and you're already coming crawling back. Honestly, that is one of the saddest things I've ever seen in career mode. Crewe Alexandria, that is, I'm hurting for you. This is just awful, you know. It doesn't feel right being the Crewe Alexandria manager again. This is like when you break up, you fail to adjust, so you try to get back with your ex, and it doesn't work, man. You just shouldn't do it. Anyway, we've got a couple of games spread over the final last couple of weeks in December, and then the 4th game will be against Grimsby, and I'll be sacked on the 2nd or the 3rd by Crewe Alexandria for the 2nd time in 1 season. And on the 3rd of January, my first time being sacked in 2018, it's again, come on, Crewe Alexandria. You knew that this would happen. You knew this would happen. Sacked twice in 1 season by the same club. That's something I did not think would happen. But wow, that's the 8th total sacking for the season. And I wonder if I'm going to have to end up, oh my God, Accrington Stanley, no, not you too. And look at what they're offering me, only $1,000 a week. Oh wow, I'm getting ripped off. $1,000 a week. I mean, okay, not to brag or anything, but I literally make more than that now. Why would I possibly want this job? Oh my goodness, $1,000 a week. I've gone from getting what, 77k at PSG to this. Fuck the world of football, boys. When you fall bloody hard. So the games are a little bit more spread out across January. There's no cup games either, which means that we're probably, I don't know, we're going to maybe go through the entirety of January before we finally get sacked. So we're going to pretty much go nearly an entire month. That might be the longest period of time since we were originally at PSG. Another 4 games forfeited, and this will be the end of my second run with Accrington Stanley. Any second now, boom, there we go. So, time to advance, and I wonder what club's going to be the next one to come crawling back. Will it be Morecambe? Will it be Gillingham? We'll find out. At least I'm off that $1,000 a week contract. That's some ass. What? Mate, we need to talk. Crew Alexandria, we need to talk. This isn't healthy for us. Honestly, we got to stop this. This is the 3rd time I've gone to Crew Alexandria. It's the 10th, I think, job I've had for the entirety of the season as well. A club sacking a manager and then rehiring him in the same season, okay, sure, it's probably happened, but never 3 times. There cannot be any way that it's happened 3 times. And you know what? I will not even be surprised when we eventually get sacked from this spell as manager and go to a new club. When that new club sacks us, we're probably going to get called back to Crew Alexandria for our 4th stint as manager. And now then, on the 19th of February, this is my 10th sacking of the season. I knew we'd get into double digits, but I didn't think we'd get here this quickly. We've still got, what, March, April, and then a couple of games in May. So I reckon, what are we looking at here? 14, 15 potential sackings in a season? Who knows, man? And who is the poor club that's going to come crawling back? Oh my God. It had to be Accrington. I swear to God, I feel like the League 2 bike. I'm just getting passed around at this point. I just feel like a whore. I've got no self-respect for myself at all. I'm like the managerial equivalent of a Thos. Like, this is where we're at right now. And yeah, these next 4 games are spaced out over the next 4 weeks, which means I won't get sacked until about the 18th, 19th. Yep, it's going to take pretty much exactly a month to get sacked again. So maybe we won't be able to get sacked 14, 15 more times. Hell, there's only about, what, 10 or 12-ish league games left to go. And my 11th termination of the season occurs on March the 19th, which means I think we can only squeeze in maybe 2 or 3 more at best. I've bounced back and forth twice now between both Crew Alexandria and Accrington Stanley. Is Crew Alexandria going to offer me, for the 4th time in a season, another job? Surely it can't. It's just ridiculous. And I think I'm noticing as well the wage slowly ticking, like getting lower and lower every single time. This 4th game with Crew Alexandria is going to be with Mansfield, so we get sacked on the 8th or the 9th, and then there's only 4 more games left. So there's only 2 more sackings left, which, if that was 11, we're going to get sacked 13 times in one season. Or actually, hold on a second, because a development, the absolute maddest thing has happened. Accrington Stanley have decided that they are not going to be hiring me for a 4th time in one season. As a matter of fact, no English club wants anything to do with me. I've been approached by a Danish club called FC Helsingør. So I've got no choice but to sign with these guys. Again, they're the only club that have approached me, but I don't know how many more games they have left in their season. Just quietly taking a look at my manager rating, by the way, and it's 10. 10! I don't know if I've ever seen it get that low. And guys, holy shit, in League 2 in England, there were only 4 games left in the season. But over here in Denmark, there's not just 3 games remaining, there's not just 8 games remaining, there's 11 games remaining. The season ends halfway through June. I think that means we could potentially cram in another 2 or maybe even 3 sackings in one season to take the total up to like 13, 14, 15 for the season. And oh my God, what? Oh, what is happening here? I've been sacked after 1 game. Apparently, the confidence of the board is so low in me. There you go. We already touched on, I've never seen it that low before. All the way down to 10. And they've sacked me after 1 game. Oh my, we're breaking all the records in this video. Oh my God. And I would have to, of course, go back to Accrington Stanley. I wonder if my manager rating will stay the same and if I'm going to get sacked again after only just 1 game. It looks like my rating's gone up from a 10 to a 28, even though it says it's gone down. We clearly know that it hasn't. And wait a minute, I think I have totally broken the game at this point. Oh my goodness. Apparently, what? No, what? I've never seen anything quite like this. Apparently the League 2 season goes for 85, 86 games these days. 168 points Luton Town, 165 points. Imagine getting relegated with, give me a second. Imagine having 62 points and getting relegated. That's brutal. This is absolutely mad. I'm going to sim this game against Wickham. I don't know if I'll be sacked immediately, but if I don't, I really don't think we'll be able to get another sacking in. That will probably be it. And here we go. I wonder if my manager rating is low enough to get sacked immediately. It's not 10 like what it was when I was in Denmark, but 28, still not great. Come on, we're going for 14. We're going for 14! Oh, we might smash this record. We might get sacked. Oh, who knows? Who knows, man? Every single game we forfeit, we get terminated immediately because of how low our manager rating is. You know, all logic has just been thrown out at this point. Ridiculous. I mean, we've broken the fucking game. Apparently there's like 90 games that are played in League 2 these days. I just don't know. Crew Alexandria coming back as well. This is the 5th time they've signed me in one season. And it's a tragedy. Look at my manager rating. It's soared all the way up from a 28 to now it's at an 80. There's only 2 games left in the season, and with my manager rating as high as it is, I think that's it. I doubt very highly we're getting one more sacking. I think it's only going to end up being 14 for the season. You know, just getting sacked 14 times in one season, it's not that impressive. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my goodness. I forfeited one game and my manager rating tanked to 37, and apparently there's a performance review. You're kidding me. It keeps going. I'm gonna get sacked again. I'm gonna get sacked again. It's happened again. It's 15 sackings for the season. Oh my, I don't know what is happening anymore. It's too unpredictable. It could be fucking 20 or 25 more sackings in this season. I don't know what this is going to throw up anymore. Accrington Stanley are coming back as well. So this will be the 5th time I've taken over them in this season as well. This too, by the way, is the final game of the season. So, at least in England, unless maybe we get sacked here immediately after forfeiting this one, we go back to, say, Denmark. There's more chances to get sacked, but who knows, man. I'm not even going to try to guess what's about to happen. There's a performance review meeting scheduled, which means I think maybe another sacking on the cards. I feel pretty confident about this, boys. I think this is it. 16 in a season, unbelievable. So now with the season done in England, are we going back to another English club? We are. Crew Alexandria. If we had gotten a job with maybe another Denmark club or anyone where the season was still going, where there were still games, then that would have been that. But I think now, with the season finished and no more games left for Crew Alexandria, that's it. We're putting it. It's done. I think we can put this season in the record books then. 16 total sackings for the season. I rejoined Crew Alexandria for the 6th time in one season as well. In the end, you know I had to finish with them. It just always was going to be the case, wasn't it? All that's left is to advance to the end of the season and then we can reflect. I mean, honestly, oh my god! What is happening? There wasn't even a game! He just sacked me like that! Oh no! What is this game? I might still... Oh, no. What is going on? Just when I thought we were done. No, it's like I'm in some sort of hell. It just keeps on happening. Terminated after a week or two of doing absolutely fuck all. And back to Accrington Stanley because of course we'd have to go back there. Honestly, this is crazy. I'm now advancing. We're a little over a week into the simulations, but I swear I'm probably going to get sacked again. I would imagine. There you go. Bang. Terminated again. Again. It's 18 sackings on the season, I'm sure. Yep, Crew Alexandria for another stint at that fucking club. This is mental. I imagine I'll be sacked in probably the next day or two. Here we go. It stops. It's done again. It's 19. We're surely going to get to 20. And wow, here we go. Another big surprise. We are done with England again, and now we go to Ireland to take over Bohemian FC. Before I was getting terminated for having such a low managerial rating, but now that it's up to 80, I don't know. I think we're going to choke. With only a few, I don't think we're going to get number 20. Oh no, it's been like a week or two now. It's just continuing on. I don't think we're going to get sacked. I think we are going to fall just brutally short of 20 sackings in one season. And how brutal is it that we will fall just this agonizingly close to the 20 mark? Whatever. I'm taking a look at the rest of the career mode and just seeing how fucking broken it got. 42 games in one Premier League season. What is that? 57 games in the Championship, 60 games in League One, and then a staggering 88 games. And apparently, some clubs didn't even get to 88. You got Luton and Colchester with 87. And despite all this chaos and all this carnage, I've been able to pocket something close to $1.2 million. And I didn't think we'd get there, but we have. We've made it to the end of the season, and it was chaos. It was just mental. I was getting signed by the same club 5-6 times in one season. I was getting sacked for doing literally nothing. For advancing, I would hit advanced. go ahead a couple of days, and get sacked. There were over 80 games played in League 2 for some reason this season. I didn't understand. I couldn't compute. It has fried my brain, honestly. Guys, I need to like meditate or do some shit and just get my zen back because I don't know where the fuck I am right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until the next time, my name is MasterBucks. Have a good one.